I've been waiting for this for a week. It said it was going to take a day to get here. Turns out it wasn't in stock. RealMe XT. Let's not waste any time. Here we go. Oh, sweet. Comes with a case. Information guide. Wall charger and a SIM card pin. This is pearl white. I don't really care about the colour. Mine get covered up anyway. Looks pretty cool. It's already got a screen protector on there. Let's get him charged up and see what he does. Oh, we're fully charged. Put the case that it came with on the back. And it's quite nice. I actually like the colour. Turn it on, shall we? Ooh. Australia. Alright, so just quickly, unlock with fingerprint. Well, here's the front camera, and as you can hear, here's the audio. La 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 la. Where's that button? Ha! I'm seeing stars. Here is the other camera. Here is video from the other camera. Now where is my phone to take a photo? It's like, it's not in my case. Where is my phone? The best way for me to tell you what this phone's like is just to use it. So I've been using it for about a month and a half. Now I used to have a Samsung Note 5. It's very well used. A couple of reasons why I got a new phone is front camera on this is shot. It's maxed out on memory. I'm constantly deleting things I don't want to have to delete. I'm deleting videos that I wanted to keep. I could just transfer everything onto a laptop, but it's to the point where there's things on there I want to actually see. Other than the memory and the front camera and everything was fine. It was it was starting to get a tiny bit slow, but that was only because it was chocked up with so much crap on there. Also, the battery life was starting to really die. This phone's lasted me like probably 3 years, and I bought it second hand, so I don't know if it's just compared to what I've used to using. The camera is insane. I still haven't gone through all the features of the camera. Like, I've just literally opened up yesterday and went, oh, there's more. Charging on this phone is insanely quick. I love the new charger. The old charger on the Samsung, it's one of those ones, after a while it starts to get that little bit of wobble in it. The charging port is one of the first things to go, and every so often you haven't plugged it in right and it just doesn't charge overnight. Then you just haven't got a phone for the rest of the day. Whereas the chargers on these, they're just so solid, they don't move. It just feels like I'm using a Samsung, other than the fact that I don't have the button anymore. Front facing camera, there's like nothing wrong with it. Like, it's better than what I've been using. So it's got like 64 gigabytes, I think it is, but it's 256 in expandable memory. I chose this one because of the expandable memory. I haven't even dinted. Even if I do use it all, I can just put a micro SD in there, jack it up again. I just didn't want to get stuck down the line and be deleting stuff I didn't want to again. $500. I mean, brand wise, Samsung's second to none, obviously, but yeah, it is very hard to fault this phone. There's a couple of little things, not major, just things I'm just not used to. It has the same buttons as Samsung, but without the actual button, which is what I'm finding hard getting used to. You know, you accidentally make a call or something and it's like, oh, I'll just press the button flat out just to get out of it. It's just a natural reaction. Sometimes if I do something that I didn't want to do and I'm trying to get out of it, and I'm pressing in the wrong spot, whereas, yeah, I always just go for feel. I wish this had a button. I do like a button. I understand that if a button is something that can only be pressed a certain amount of times, I suppose, and it will fail one day, whereas the screen, if the screen keeps working, you're always going to have a button down the bottom. The only other thing I can fault with it is the position of the volume button. So on the Samsung, the lock button and the volume button are offset to each other, whereas these ones are centre of the volume button. I go to lock it, I end up pressing it, and then, oh, I just took a screenshot. It happens all the time. It's not a big deal, it just means that I'm just constantly screenshotting things that I don't need to be. But other than that, like, it is a great phone. I keep forgetting how good it looks on the back because I've always got it in the case, and I never have my phones out of the case. I don't know how people do because it just stresses me out too much. I'm always used to sliding to the side, but it just gives you a fact about a place or a thing. The F16 is a lightweight multi-purpose fighter jet developed by the US. Great. Face detection is good. In the phone, it feels a lot like the Samsung. I could waffle on about all the specs and everything. Say it's got a 4,000 milliamp battery and a charge in this many minutes. I mean, you'll see that straight on their website when you go to buy one. You can't buy it in store as far as I know. I had to buy it on JB Hi-Fi. Going to buy a phone that you can't actually go and touch. You've probably looked up the specs online anyway. So what I think everyone wants to know is whether it's a good phone, and it is a good phone. So, but yeah, that's all I had to say. So yeah.